True pairs, something that a lot of beginners have a bit of an issue with. It can be very overwhelming to shoot two flying birds at the same time, but as you all know, the secret to shooting true pairs is having a solid plan before you shoot them. So today, that is just what we're going to do. We are going to focus on making a plan, shooting the pair, modifying the pair if I miss it, and hopefully we break some clays. Let's get into it. All right, so this pair we're gonna do a left to right kind of sweep on it. We're gonna attack the Charlie, which is the farther away bird. It's quartering away, doesn't have much curl, just kind of straight out, nice easy target. I'm gonna try to take it relatively early because again, we do have to get on that second bird, which is the Charlie in this case. I'm gonna hold just maybe about 5 yards off the machine, just kind of on the top of those reeds, because that's gonna be right along the flight path of where the bird's going. I'm gonna pull up, come through the bird. We're going to pull the trigger right around the 2 o'clock time on it because it is rising when I break it. Then we're going to come across to the Charlie. Now the Charlie by that point is going to start to curl and come back the other way. So I'm going to come up, marry with the target, pull down away from the bird and pull the trigger. The reason why I want to make sure I'm married to the target and pull away from it and not just come into it is because this bird's starting to go the other direction by the time I'm going to shoot it. And I'm going to run the risk of blowing past it and shooting on the right hand side when I want to make sure I'm deliberate and shoot on the left hand side. Let's give it a shot. All right, let's try this again. Okay, one more time. I think the issue I'm having with the Charlie the first round was I shot the second bird more on the 7:30 time where I need to be a little bit more to like the 6:30. Yeah, it's definitely something to watch for. With that bird, the way it's curling around, it's making you feel like it's drifting more to the left than what it actually is. So really take a moment and watching the fact that the bird is mainly falling more than anything else. Make sure you get the gun beneath it and not beside it like I did on the first pair. All right, let's try another bird. All right, on this one we're going to shoot an Alpha Bravo True. Both targets are coming from the same place almost, and they're both along the same sort of flight path. One is just a lot slower and dies beneath it, and then the next one kind of over top. They're mainly crossing targets, so my break points are just going to be kind of as they crest. I'm going to hold the gun about halfway back to the trap for Bravo. I'm going to shoot it first, and just as Bravo kind of crests, I'm going to kill it, and then I'm going to move up, and Alpha is going to be doing a similar thing at that time period. If for whatever reason Alpha is a little bit further on, I'm going to marry to the bird, track it for a second and pull down away from it because at that point it's going to be falling and require a shot that's, you know, a falling shot, not a conventional kind of crossing shot. But the main thing when it comes to targets like this that are close together when you're shooting them is you got to tell yourself which one you're going to focus on and which one you're going to break. So in this case, I'm going to break the Bravo, ignore the Alpha until the Bravo is dead, and then move on to the Alpha. All right, for all intents and purposes, I shot that backwards slowly because I thought the Bravo was the slow one. However, the Bravo was the fast one. So we're going to try that the other way around this time. The Alpha is the slow one. Then I'm going to move to the Bravo. All right, now on this one we're going to try the Charlie Delta pair. Now these ones is going to be a little harder because you don't have a lot of time with both. So the Charlie, I'm going to take it just as I would normally. The Delta at that point is going to be curling over the top. I'm just going to marry to it and track it on the way down and break it on the fall. Not something you typically want to do, but not a bad thing to have in your wheelhouse. All right, so I missed the Charlie. I'm just gonna try that again. I just think I was a little bit off on that one. Dead pair. Let's try one more time. Next pair. All right, on this stand 11, we're going to shoot the Charlie Delta True. Both targets are crossing target, both are the same size. Challenging thing with this one obviously is you have two birds that have similar flight passes. You're going to see both birds at the same time. Important again to tell yourself to focus on which bird you're going to shoot first, which in this case is the lower bird, which is the Delta. Looking at the flight path of the whole thing, it crosses just kind of through all this wooded area as a background, that sort of thing. I know it's going to cross right around those trees, so that's my plan, is just to break it just after it passes those trees into that area with the darker background. By the time I pull the trigger on it, the Charlie will be above it and starting to fall. So I'm gonna have to stop the gun, come up to the Charlie, marry with it, and then pull away as it starts to fall. As far as the break points on both birds, the first one I'm gonna be shooting somewhere around the 3 o'clock timing on it. The second one, because it's gonna be falling quite a bit at that point, I'm gonna be more like the 4, 5 o'clock timing, I suspect. First one, I'm going to just kind of marry to the bird and swing with it and pull the trigger, so more of a sustained lead shot. The second one is going to be more of a pull away shot, at least that's how I look at it. So let's see how we do. All right, so the wind really moved things around on me that time. They were a lot shorter. They stopped a lot sooner than what they're supposed to, so I'll chalk that miss up to that. Try it again. All right, dead pair. See if we can do it 2 times in a row. All right, on this station we're going to shoot two different pairs. We're going to start with the AB True. We're going to shoot the closer bird or lower bird first. It's more of a crosser, it's not lobbed quite as much, so we're going to shoot just about the 7:30, 8 o'clock off of it. Then the other bird at that point will have crested and start to fall. If I don't break it before it starts to fall, I'm going to shoot just directly underneath it at the 6 o'clock. Both birds don't require much lead, just a little bit. More importantly, just get on the right side of them. All right, let's give it a go. Pull. Yeah, so that second bird is falling quite a bit more than what I originally anticipated, but that's okay. Just main thing is to marry with it and then pull away from it until you get the appropriate lead based on how far it's fallen. One more time. Pull. All right, for the second pair, we're gonna shoot the Charlie Delta. Again, both birds are coming from similar places. The Delta's a lot closer than the Charlie. However, they're both left to right crossing targets. The Delta, we're gonna shoot it, it's gonna be on the move a little bit, but because it's not that far away, won't require much lead. We're gonna be shooting about the 3:30 o'clock off of it. And then we're gonna come up to the Charlie and again, pull away from it until we get the appropriate lead. In this case, I suspect it's gonna be somewhere around the 4 o'clock timing. All right. Let's kill some clays. So I suspect what happened with the second one is it was a lot flatter and lower than I thought it was going to be. The wind might have done that. So I ended up swinging through it, and I think I actually was possibly in front of it, but I think I was a little bit over top of it. So I really got to make sure that I don't rush the second shot. Pull. Yeah, and I think that's exactly it. I think on the first one, I ended up swinging really, 9 o'clock to 3 o'clock through it, where I should have been more at 10, 10, 30, 11 down, depending on how much it's curled. And again, the wind is coming in, so it's affecting how that target is turning. One more time for good practice. Pull. Dead pair. All right, well, that's all the action we have for today. I do appreciate everybody watching. If you guys like this sort of content, want to see more of this sort of thing, or if you have any ideas for videos that you'd like me to do in the future, by all means, leave it down in the comments below. I love hearing from you guys. If you haven't had a chance to like and subscribe, please do so now. It really helps the channel out and helps it grow. And until next time, keep shooting.